For you.
Somebody dial 1-800. Oh, hell nah! It's getting crazy now. Go through the store. I want to apologize. Oh, be sure to get out your blue film because you're going to need that for a hidden ghost. No reason to waste your good film on it. I need to apologize because there are some files that I missed in this video and stuff that I missed files in the previous video. Yeah, I could take the time to go download the video and edit it and some videos from YouTube of those files and add them in here, but to be honest, I prefer to have them in my videos for this, or my LP, whatever you want to call it. I just honestly don't feel like taking the time to do it, so I suppose if I really, really wanted to, and by then I know I'm not going to do this, I could dub over some of the end credits with that instead while I do my end commentary for this, assuming it beats it. But I'm sure that's not going to happen either, so I apologize for missing files. A little bit was going on at the time when I did this, and I was trying to not die. I don't know. Excuses. Doesn't matter. Point is, I apologize. I really wish I hadn't missed those files. It's done. Hopefully they weren't crucial files. I'm hoping they were just files telling you how to solve the puzzle, because I'm showing how to solve those puzzles anyways. So they're not really going to be that missed. But for the meantime, we are going to ignore this. And these 3 ghosts show up at once. Hey, you remember I said in a previous video that I didn't think, given the game mechanics, this game would be that much of a dick to throw multiple enemies at you at one time? Well, I also said that this game is so unfair that they probably would do that. Oh, God! No. And I was right. They are unfair in doing that. And these 3 ghosts we saw at the very end of the last video, there was those 3 things trying to eat Ethan's face. So apparently now they're going to be our random ghost for the evening. A lot of fun. Hello? Hello? Oh God, it's eating her face. It's eating her face. Or maybe the back of her head. I honestly don't know. I assume that thing actually came from behind her because, frankly, if I'd seen it in front of me, I would have attempted shooting at it. I would have had the little circle thing going so that I could shoot it, and then I would have hit the button to shoot, and either she wouldn't have fired, or she would have fired, but it wouldn't have hit because the game's an asshole. And I looked into a critical hit there, which is kind of nice. I'll definitely take that. I actually don't mind these guys that much, but being where we're at right now, I had no choice but to go this route of taking damage to them because I couldn't really get to another save point. I mean, I could have reloaded the save, but I don't think I'm looking for a health item, which is somewhere over here, and the ground is shaking, and it's a lot of fun. And all that jazz. We're going to get a couple cutscenes coming up, and I don't want to talk over them with what I think I want to talk about next. So let's just keep walking. I guess this is where we were in to end the last video. So hopefully by walking around all this, I'll figure out where I was actually supposed to go in that end of the last chapter.
My friend. Don't you recognize me?
But in all likelihood, I probably won't. So I have the goal of hopefully tomorrow I want to finish night 3. I don't know how much is left, but that's my goal. We'll get pretty healthy way into night 3. I would like to finish this LP by this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm hunting for there, but oh well. Oh, the angry ghost is already after me. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This chapter has a lot of random ghosts in it. You won't see nearly all the ones that I've encountered because I do a lot of stuff off screen. Some of it I recorded and we'll be dubbing in whenever I get there. Hopefully in the next. Some of it. Yeah, I got a critical hit. That's nice. But yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend, and so I would like to finish this LP this weekend if I can. My Saturday was pretty much dedicated to hanging out with somebody, so I was kind of out and about a lot. Although at least I'll finish this video, which is kind of nice, but hopefully tomorrow I can finish this night and get that going. I would like to then dedicate Monday to finishing up this game. It would be really nice. It is a game I don't feel like I've had a whole lot of time with, which is nice. This has kind of been a pretty relaxed LP, which I like, and was really kind of something I've been really looking forward to. I sound like I'm doing end credits, and we're still got quite a ways to go just in this video alone, much less the game. But so far, it's been okay. It's had its frustrating moments, but it's been an okay game. Yeah, we're going to need better film coming up. I don't mind wasting the blue film on that chick, because, like I mentioned before, she's my favorite of the random ghosts, because she's not that difficult. Which she's far enough away from you anyways. But I like this. I like having save points again, so that I can make it more of a casual LP. As opposed to games that have random auto-save moments, and you don't know when the hell they actually saved. Or I believe it's Silent Hill Downpour, which I will never play. Which I believe has fake save moments where it says it's saving, but then it doesn't save. And that's always fun. I would be quite irked with that game. So, now that we are... No, we're not in there yet. Okay. We're still wandering around this corridor. And this area, this whole section takes way longer than it should have because of Miku's inability to run at any sort of a decent speed. That and the designers obviously made it very windy and much longer than it really needed to be. I mean, we are now almost 7 minutes into this, actually maybe about 8 minutes into this video. Actually closer to 9, and we haven't even got anywhere yet. So that's lovely. And there wasn't that much of cutscenes. This guy just seems to sit here, which is nice. I kind of like that. Somewhere in this video, I'm going to get the next power upgrade to get to level 3 in terms of attack power with this camera, which I'm desperately going to need. The range, I think it would take 24,000 points to upgrade that to level 4. And the power will take 36 whenever we get there. It'll just sort of happen. It'll be kind of an off-screen thing that at some point it'll just happen. I think after we get done with what I'm going to do in the save room, I think it actually happens. And I'm going to have to go for the power. I would like to get that range upgraded. I really would, but I feel like these ghosts already take so many hits anyways to kill that I'm just going to need to do that. I'm having to burn through my good film now, which I guess makes sense. The further along you go into the game, the better weapons you need, but damn. You would think the random ghosts that you meet would be easier to deal with, and it would only be the boss ghosts that are like the real challenge, but no. So yeah, in order to get out of this room, we've got to find another thing to take a picture of, which I will find relatively momentarily. It's around here somewhere. We'll get there. But yeah, so I am moving in probably 3 weeks. See, there it is. And I want to have this LP done and uploaded by then, because I don't know what kind of internet transition issues I may have. And I also want to make sure everything's hooked up properly, and I don't want there to be that much of a delay in this LP. I would definitely recommend saving before going through here and doing other stuff. I mean, I recommend saving anytime you can, but still, I just think it's a good thing. So this is going to be a bit of a, I don't know what you would call different sessions, something like that. I'd actually already done this off screen, just kind of exploring, but I wanted to record it. So you definitely need all that, and I think you can find how to get back to that other room. This is actually where we need to go after you pick up that medicine. I found some other stuff which I will show in the next video whenever I finish up this chapter. But yeah, for now you can just grab those things. And like I said, I mean, you can run around there and scavenge for more supplies if you want to. Nothing wrong with that. Damn thunder. Damn Miku and her getting startled by thunder. I say that and I used to be terrified of lightning. I still don't like it, but it was weird too because I wasn't even a child when it happened. Like, it happened later on in life. Like, I wasn't quite an adult, but a teenager, and somewhere along my teenage years, suddenly I just became afraid of lightning for several years. Didn't actually grow out of that for probably about 5 years or so. I think I probably grew out of it somewhere around there. I'm not really sure. Not such an issue now, unless it's like really close shit, and then, well, that's just scary in and of itself, but, you know. Miku and her being terrified. Come on. I guess she's only 19, so she's pretty young. I think she's 19 anyways. So she's still really young. Or at least at this point in 2000 and whatever the date was this game took place. Another random ghost. I really could use more of those. I also heard that apparently the amount of points you get for those is determined by the night you're on. So, like, it's 1,000 per night. So night 1 you would get 1,000, night 2 2,000, night 3 3,000, and I'm assuming any of those ghosts will get 4,000 in the next chapter, which will be nice because I don't remember how many points I'm up to now. I think about 15 actually. Or I will be by the end of this video. Or maybe a few things that happen after this video. But I need to save up to 36, and so I'm going to need some more of those 3,000 point ghosts, or 4,000 would be preferable. Actually, 3,000 would be preferable because that would mean that in this chapter I would get the upgrade. If I got enough of them. But unfortunately, I don't think there will be enough of them. There'll be a few, but... Oh, the cult music, or the cult chanting, whatever. Pick that up. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's going to help us in some way, shape, or form. Hey, I actually got this file. Yeah, somewhere right after a cutscene, there was a file I missed. I think it was the second cutscene in this video. Just do what I'm doing, and you'll solve this puzzle. I think we hit this one the first and the third time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And this one is number 2. There's going to be 4 of these. And speaking of thunder and lightning and all that, I just heard some. And now it sounds like the rain is going to pick up. And I was out in the rain today, and it was lots of fun. Or something like that, I don't really know. But yeah, so I really want to have this LP done. I really would like to have it done by this weekend. But if not, I'm okay with that. I at least want to get this chapter done with this weekend. But I'd really like to get the whole game done. Just because I don't want there to be any sort of delay. Not that there are a bunch of people waiting for this LP or these videos to come up. But I guess in a way I am. I like consistency. And I don't want there to be any sort of problem come up. And then suddenly it's a while before I can finish the LP. Because I can easily see where I unplug something and then just shit goes wrong. Oh, get better film. I think we actually, yeah, we're going to break out the red film for this guy. so now we've got to deal with this asshole. Oh, crap. It's rape time. Oh, no, it's not. It will be in a second. It was, I believe, in this fight that I actually discovered something that I should have figured out a long time ago, and I'm wasting film, which is just awesome. But this is actually the fight. Oh, God. Why I didn't actually reset this at this point, I have no idea, but I do actually win at this one. If you see when I have my camera, I'm in camera view mode, or whatever you want to call it. The top center, there's like a little thing that actually kind of gives you an idea on where the ghost is. I think I even see it move from left to right, depending. And if you're looking in a direction that the ghost, like if the ghost is behind you, it's not going to light up. There's that little light thing right in front of me. Not the target thing, but the other one. God, I waste so much film in a second. It's seriously not even funny how much health and good film I waste in this fight. That's an asshole. I was gonna say he's a dead asshole, but he already was before we faced him. And now the rain is coming down again. I'd say with the humanity, but it's just rain. Unless the power goes out while I'm doing this, and then I would be very, very sad. So come back this way. We'll explore more areas that we've already been. Well, in this video and in next. A few new areas. I know I mentioned how I feel about constantly going to the same areas over and over again. In some ways it's okay, and it's kind of classic survival horror. Otherwise it's kind of a little bit annoying. I feel like we haven't had enough new areas. But that's okay. And we get another puzzle. I would like to call this one out, but it's just not going to happen. I apologize for that, but oh well. If you're visually impaired and are playing this game and you need to actually know which ones to do, leave me a comment and I will tell you the solution. Because at that moment, I will actually take it upon myself to actually pay close attention to the video and then be able to tell you which ones to hit. Although if I do that, I'm going to be going directionally, so it'll be top left, top right, bottom left, bottom middle, bottom right. That's how I would actually do it, though. So I won't give you the exact symbols. Mainly because I can't see them. Well enough to make them out. Nor do I know what they mean, so, you know. Expert walkthrough right here by a guy who's never played this game before. He started this LP. Actually, technically, I did play a little bit of it. It was a little bit of video 1. I'd played a little bit of that originally when I first got the game. Yeah, apparently we need to take pictures of these things. I don't know if we have to in order to unlock something. I think this must signify these 4 priests. We're going to see 3 of them in this video. I assume that's what this is signifying. It's a fair guess, anyway. There's 4 of them. We're going to get to 3 of them. And I'm sure in the file I probably missed, it probably explains who these priests are. But, oh well. Anybody expecting pro gameplay, well, I'm sure they've already turned the video off, so, you know. And more thunder. It's actually very fitting for where we're at right now in the video, being in here where I'm sure you could still hear the rain and everything if the sound designers had chosen to go that way. But like, if this were a real place, I'm sure if you were in this little shack thing, you would probably totally hear the rain and everything still coming down. And get some decent film. Apparently I'm going with the good shit, which is just fantastic because that means I'm not going to have any of it for the final boss unless I get some more. I did actually find at least two stashes of it. Miku, so help me. Get down there. Yeah, I will not have heard my yelling at Miku on random things I was doing off screen.
Poor girl. It's too bad, but it must be sealed.
But some of it's kind of funny, I think. How badly am I going to get raped here? I say that because it's kind of bad. Very bad. Kind of a common term, I guess, now in terms of gaming, unfortunately. It's not in any way, shape, or form meant to downplay what rape victims that go through and what rapists do to people.
Shrine maiden, her only purpose is to die.
Okay. Now we're going to go over here. I know I went back and saved. I wanted to try to be quiet there too because I don't know, like I mentioned before, my volume is all the way down, so I don't know if the ghost was talking. I know these priest guys all say stuff. So I want to try to not talk over as much of that as possible. I know in one of these videos I talked over some stuff being said. Good, another 3,000 points, which is nice. I think I've already got the level 3 power at this point, which is nice. Yeah, I'm going to need that level 4. I hope somehow, some way I can get all three of those aspects of the camera maxed out, but they really don't give you enough points unless you're good at the critical hits, I'm guessing. And getting the disappearing ghosts.
Why did you become attached to this world? You'll only suffer.
Yep, and this is the next one of our little friends, so let's switch back to the good film. Not sure if I switched to the blue film on camera or not, but I would hope you would assume that if I'm shooting a hidden ghost like I did for the elf or the upgrade points, that I would not be using good shit for that. Yeah, I finally kind of figured out that little top middle thing, what that means, and that's actually helped me quite a bit figuring that out. I don't even know if I ever even noticed it before. Apparently they want to stop something, I think. If not this guy, maybe the next guy will say that. Talk about something needing to be stopped. I think this guy said something about it too. I thought these priest guys were like part of some ritual. Like they actually were like messing somebody up or doing evil shit. But I don't know. I don't know who they are. I guess that's the storyline for this chapter. And if I actually read the files, I would know more. But except for the files for like 1 or 2 videos, I haven't done it. And now I'm kind of glad because I've missed several and I'd probably be missing pieces of the story. I'm going to run back to another place we found a hidden ghost, but I cut that, so I didn't find anything. I just wanted to see if there were items. I honestly don't know if there are any more items in that area or not, but, you know. You can always look and risk running into a random ghost. Because that does happen. And there's another one I believe is called a wandering monk. Yeah, avoid the crap out of that one if at all possible. He is an ass. He will not go down with the blue film at all. Forewarned, blue film ineffective against that asshole. Unfortunately, I had to take one down in order to clear a path to go where we will be starting to go to start the next video. I think we'll be going that direction anyways. It's not cool, man. It's not cool. But I'm going to show you what may be a bit of a frustrating trick, but what I am going to do to save a good film and health items. Now, if you know where we are, you know there's a save point right over here. Save your game first here. Do not go anywhere but this save point. And then get out your blue film. Now, it may take several tries.
Ritual begin. Bring along Kyrie.
But you should be able to take this guy down without using much, if any, of your good film. And without getting hit. And I say this because you have the save point right there. You can reload the save. So it's kind of a way to save good film and save ammo, or not ammo, but health items. And I should really let this thing charge more than I am. I end up having to use one bit of green film. I will mostly take him down with this shit though. We got a critical hit there, so that's nice. If I were better at the critical hits, I would probably be okay with this blue film, actually. But since I suck at it, well, and I'm just shooting the crap out of this ghost and not allowing him the chance to do any crazy moves. I think that's why I'm doing this. I want to hit him as many times as possible and don't want him to start doing cray shit. Unfortunately, that causes me to not get as much power out of the camera as I could, and yada, yada, yada. Oh shit, I'm sure veterans of this game who happen to see these videos probably get irritated by watching, but oh well. If you don't like it, do your own Let's Play of it. That's okay. If I were doing live commentary here, I would probably be pretty much silent. And now, let's switch to the good shit, which is pretty much anything but the blue film. Yeah, let's take this bitch down! Say cheese, motherfucker! Ooh, and I got him on a critical hit, too. That's going to be it. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see y'all next time.